So, good day everyone. This is the first episode of the review UPCAT with me. So, I'll be doing this for a while until the exam day because I am also taking UPCAT this year. So, first, in this video, we are going to learn about imaginary roots. So, let us define what imaginary roots are. Imaginary roots are to equations that involve the square root of a negative number. So it is denoted by I, this one, and it also have its corresponding values based on its exponent. So here they are. Always remember that I is equal to square root of negative 1. I squared is equal to negative 1. I cubed is equal to just I. And I to the power of 4 is positive 1. So we have a practice problem right here. So I'll just change my pen color. I think this one. Oh. Okay. So we have x squared plus 4 is equal to 0. So we transpose 4 to the other side, therefore it will become negative. And to get the value of x, we are going to square this. We are going to square that to get the value of x. So x is equal to the square root of negative 4. Since it is negative, it has an imaginary root, and to get the negative 4, we have to multiply 4 to negative 1. Therefore, square root of 4 times square root of negative 1 is square root of negative 4. And we all know that the square root of 4 is 2, and the square root of negative 1 is I. So we will be having 3 problems like this, but after that we're going to solve together. Can't I have any arrow something from here? Okay, I have this one. Thanks. So another problem is x squared plus 9 is equal to 0. Once again, transpose to the other side, it'll become negative 9. Square both sides to eliminate the power of 2. So it will be x is equal to excuse me, x is equal to square root of negative 9. And once again, we're going to factor out negative 1, and its factor are 9 and negative 1. Square root of 9 is 3. Square root of negative 1 is equal to I. Once again, 3 times I is 3I, therefore x is 3I. Next, we have a quadratic equation. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna use the formula for the quadratic equation, which is ax squared plus bx plus c is equal to 0. That is the standard form, and this is the formula of the quadratic. Negative b plus or minus square root of b squared minus 4ac is divided by 2a. I accidentally stopped the video po. I'm so sorry. I turned off my screen recording. So we're gonna continue. We are going to identify first what is our A, what's our B, and what's our C. So from this one, our equation is in the standard form na. So we can identify that our A is positive 1 because it has imaginary 1 right here. B is positive 2 and C is positive 5. And then we're going to plug in these numbers here. So this will become negative 2 plus or minus square root of 2 squared minus 4 times 1 times 5 divided by 2 times 1. So after solving those, we will be deriving negative 2 plus or minus square root of negative 16 divided by 2. So just like what we did earlier, we factored out negative 16, which is equal to which its factors are 16 and -1. So the square root of these two is 4 and I. So therefore, this will become 4I. And for our denominator, we are going to simplify. -2 divided by 2, -1. 4 divided by 2, this is 2. Copy the sign. So this will be our answer. So next, we are going to solve together. PS, I'm still learning, so I might go slow, I might go fast. It really depends, but I hope you bear with me. So we have this problem: x squared minus 6x plus 13 is equal to 0. So I'll just rewrite that here. I love rewriting problems. This will probably take me long sa UPCAT. So, sana hindi. So, transpose. I know. Oh my god, I'm so forgetful. I kept transposing. So, once again, we have the formula: -b plus or minus square root of b squared minus 4ac. Don't worry if these aren't like super na inside that here, because it's together. I just write like that. So 2a. So we are going to plug in our values. So once again, this is a. We have 1 right there. This is b. This is b. And this is c. So -6 and +13. So we're gonna plug. This will be negative b is -6 plus or minus square root of b squared, -6 squared minus 4a is 1 and c is 13 divided by 2a. 2 times 1 is just 2 actually. So we're going to simplify. Negative times negative, this will become positive. So it will be 6 plus or minus square root of 6 squared, -6 squared, that is 36 still, minus 4 times 1 is -4 times 1 is -4 times 3 times 6 times 6, -52. So our answer is -52. And then you can just like write it faster. So this will be 6 plus square root of 36 minus 52. So we're gonna subtract 52, 3, 6, 4, 12, 6, 1. So you have 16. Copy the sign of the bigger number, that is negative, divided by 2. So we both know that this -16, square root of -16, can be simplified into square root of 16 times square root of -1. So the square root of 16 is 4 times square root of -1. Once again, that is just I, so we'll have 4I. And then substitute to our problem. I'm very meticulous in my pen. 6 plus square root, 6 plus 4i rather. 4i divided by 2. 6 divided by 2 is 3. And 4 divided by 2 is simply 2. Copy the I. So this is our answer. Next, we also have this right here. 2x squared plus 8x plus 20 is equal to 0. So we're gonna do what we did earlier. This is A, B, and C. Always remember the formula. So we're gonna substitute negative B. This is 8 plus or minus square root of 8 squared minus 4 A is 2 and C is 20. Divided by 2A, A is 2 also. So simplify. Square root of 8 plus 8, 64, minus 4 times 2 is 8. 8 times 20 is 160. 2 times 2 is 4. So this would be negative 8 plus or minus square root of 64 minus 160. 160 minus 60, 100 minus 4, that is 96, negative 96. So divided by 4, we are going to factor out this one. So we have square root of 96 times square root of negative 1. So what is the square root of 96? I don't think it has one, since the nearest to it is 9 times 9, 81, and 10 times 10 is 100. Oh my god, what's happening to me? So we are just going, can we divide this by 8? Let's see if it can be divided by 8. 6 divided by 8, 9. 9 divided by 8 is 1 times 8. Oh my god, I'm so tanga today. 9 divided by 8 is 1. 1 times 8 is 8. 1, 6. 16 divided by 8, we have 2. So 12 times 8 is 96. 12 times 8 is 96. Remember that. 12 times 8 is 96. 12 times 8 is 96. So we can rewrite this as negative. Oh my god, I'm so tanga. Square root of 8 times square root of 12 times square root of negative 1. Or, para hindi kayo maguluhan, it'll be square root of 8 times 12. No, 9. Oh my god. So, I'm so tanga guys. Sorry, I'm gonna times 2 everything that I do wrong. So we're gonna do this raw. I'm not going to edit, cut. Okay. So, where are we? We're gonna try to divide 9, or what are the perfect squares? We have the 4 perfect squares are 4, 9, 16, 16, 25. So what's the biggest value we can get out of 96? I think it is 16, so we're gonna try to divide 16 from 96. So 96 divided by 96 divided by 16 cannot be, so add 0. 968 is too long, so we're just gonna multiply it to a number. 16 times 4 is 64, so we're gonna write that 64, and 64 we have 4 16. So we're gonna try 96 minus 64. This is 32, and in 32 we have 16. So 4 plus 2 is equal to 6. Therefore 96 is 6 times 16. So what you're gonna do, gonna factor out 96. So it'll be square root of 96 is equal to square root of 6 times 16 times square root of negative 1. So we write once again times square root of negative 1, and the square root of 16 is 4, so this will be 4. Square root of 6, we have the I, and what we are going to do from here is gonna substitute that So we'll have negative 8 plus or minus 4 square root of 6. I is 6i. Divide it by 4. We will have negative 8 divided by 4, negative 2 plus or minus 4 divided by 4. It is 1 square root of 6 divided by 4i. Or we can just remove the 1 right here. So it will be plus or minus 6 square root of 6 divided by 4i. Oh no. So from here, we are just going to divide 4 out of these numbers. So it will negative 8 divided by 4 is negative 2 plus or minus 4. We can only divide this to 4 since this is in a radical form. So 4 divided by 4 is 1. So it's okay that we will not be writing that. So just proceed to 6i. And that is our answer. One last problem. So we're gonna answer 2x squared. Oh my god, this is the last. This is what we answered. So we will proceed to the intermediate ones. We have 3x squared plus 2x plus 7 is equal to 0. So once again, A, B, C. Substitute. We will have negative 2 square root of 2 squared minus 4 A and C divided by 2 times 3. You can just play this in a very fast but you can maximize your time. So 3 times 7 is 21 times 4, that is 84, divided by 6 is equal to negative 2 plus or minus square root of 4 minus 84 is negative 80 divided by 6. So we're going to factor out these value. So always remember the perfect squares. 4, 9, 16, 25. Those are the smallest. So we know that we can't get the 25. We also cannot get the others, but we know that it can be divided by 16 since in 64 that is 416 plus 16, this is 80. So in 80 there is 5 16ths. So square root of negative 80 is gonna be square root of 80 times square root of negative 1, and this can be turned into 5 times 16, right? And the square root of 16 is 4, so we'll only have square root of 5, and this is I. So substitute once again from the square root of negative 80. Square root of 2 plus or minus 5 square root of 4. 4 square root of 5i divided by, we have 6. This is we can't divide 6 from them, so we're just gonna simplify it. Just gonna simplify by dividing it to 2. So we will have 2, it is negative, I'm just gonna write it down. So this will be negative 1 plus or minus 2 divided by 4 divided by 2, that is 2 square root of 5i divided by 6 divided by 2 is 3. So this is our final answer. So small. That is our final answer. So I'm gonna leave these problems for you to answer. So you can answer these, and I'm gonna put the correct answer in the end of this video. So feel free to pause to answer. Thank you so much for watching.